Hello to all of you. I just got done visiting the Yosemite National Park. Behind me here is a wonderful, beautiful scene here with mountains on both sides. Looks like a path in the middle down in between the mountains. Very profound scenery if you were here in person. When you drive up something like this, you reflect on the amount of engineering, the infrastructure, just everything that is made possible for all of us to drive up 2,000 feet, 20,000 feet elevation up the mountains the way that it is. Painstaking uphill, downhill, all sorts of roads, all sorts of blocks and stones, safety measures, rescue measures, and so on. What does this have to do with Buddhism? Sometimes the path doesn't have to be difficult. Sometimes you find the right teacher, and the path becomes easy. That's where it's at. It doesn't have to be a very steep incline. It's no different than, you're down there trying to climb up the mountain by yourself. Xin chào từ sư cô Hạnh. It doesn't have to be difficult. It's difficult because you think you can manage it on your own without proper gear, without proper education, training. So you try to climb the mountain by yourself. You find the right teacher, it's a piece of cake. So if you can imagine if this is filled up with water and you just kind of just glide down the water in a kayak, finding a right teacher, that is a possibility, and quickly. The path to enlightenment can be fast, fun, and easy. It is easy. It's the lawyer in one's head that makes it difficult. I was able to rest over the past 48 hours at a Buddhist family, devoted Buddhist family, of which some members of the family took novice ordination, and they were just very devoted Buddhists, what you would describe as hardcore Buddhists. So I was able to rest. My body told me, hey, you've been driving for 72 hours in the days of yesterdays. Time to slow down a little bit, relax. Just relax, breathe, regain your strength. I have to be back in Arizona by Thursday morning, and then going to Grand Canyon with another monk. He don't like the camera so much, so you guys may not be able to see him wander around. But if you go back to my live before I went to Cali, that would be him, Venerable Q. As I begin to serve the Vietnamese community, they all ask all sorts of questions you can imagine in the Four Noble Truths, Noble Eightfold Path, Yapi Dhamma, the whole 10 yards. It don't have to get that complicated. So when I end this, I'm going to speak in Vietnamese, and I'm going to explain in Vietnamese how easy the path actually really is. It really is. Venerable Jaya Saru said that only Arahants know what suffering is, know what it means, know what it is, know what it means. And I reflected something. We're not going to say who, we're not going to say who said what. Well, actually, I'm going to say who said what, but I'm just going to not identify that person. But anyway, so this person said, I still have anger. Anger still arises from time to time when things happen in the home, in the family. And I reflected on the word suffering, and something I did forget to say at their home was that you obviously don't see suffering in yourself. You obviously don't see suffering in other people. Why would you let anger arise if you saw suffering in yourself and other people? So I can't wait to repeat that in Vietnamese. Some of the basic tenets in the Four Noble Truths is so simple. People make it so difficult and complex to understand and to internalize and to accept. So simple. As I get older, as I grow older spiritually and obviously biologically, it's so easy. The path is so easy, so beautiful, attainable, achievable. I bet back in the day when they tried to make roads for people to drive all the way up here, 20,000 feet elevated, I bet you they thought it was impossible. But yet here we are. Now they got it down to a science piece of cake. They get better and better each year. So I'd like to thank all of the wonderful people in California. You know who you are. Pictures, so many on my phone yet to be published. So many. I don't even have time to publish it. I don't even have time to make room in the phone for more when I go to Grand Canyon. I better figure it out quite fairly quick. So I'm going to speak a little bit in Vietnamese, but just wanted to share this breathtaking, absolute view here. There's a lot of people out here to my right, and a lot of people here. A lot of people. So I speak in Vietnamese now. Thank you all for joining.